Bueno, no sé dónde dejé el vídeo, estaba practicando Tai Fu Kuok, como casi siempre, y vino un hombre con problemas para andar y eso, y se puso demasiado cerca de mí, como a 1 metro o por ahí, y ahí me interrumpió un poquito, pero continué con el vídeo, lo paré y ya está, y lo subí. Y seguí en mi rollo Tai Fu Kuok con todo, seguí con lo mío, con, no sé, mi música, mi meditación, mi trascendencia, mi lo que sea, el viento, lo horrible que era la situación con el viento, la arena en la cara, en los ojos, y relajándome y dejándome llevar y tal. Y cuando abro otra vez los ojos, ya no solamente hay un hombre, ahora también hay una mujer que tiene un problema con el piercing del pezón, que se le ha enganchado al vestido, y está ahí a medio metro de mí, solucionándolo, y yo observándolo ahí la situación, muy gracioso. No me reía ni nada, estaba disfrutando de la naturalidad de todo lo que estaba sucediendo delante de mí en mi Tai Fu Kuok. Y nada, sigo y me dicen algo, ¿te importa que no estemos aquí en inglés? ¿Te importa que estemos aquí y tal? No, ningún problema. El sitio no es mío. Que aquí llegué el primero, pero eso no lo convierte en mío. Podéis estar allí. No, es que este es el mejor sitio por el viento. Digo, claro, por eso estoy aquí. Ya he hecho vídeos sobre eso. No se lo dije así, eso me acabo de acordar ahora. Que ya había hecho vídeos sobre esa misma situación en otro lugar. Y bueno, pues todo muy educadamente, y ya está. Y entonces me vuelvo a poner mis auriculares y voy a continuar con mi viaje, que es ponerme crema, sentir el dolor de mis articulaciones, trascender todo eso y más allá, a lo mejor bañarme, a lo mejor hacer ejercicios de lo que sea. Y cuando estoy ahí, tumbado dentro de mi tienda, como la música no está muy alta, que es una música de DMT, hace unos ruidos raros, me está diciendo el tío que lo tengo al lado, detrás de la tienda, pero al lado. I have a friend from Barcelona. And it brought me so many stories at the same time. So many, because I also have some friends from Barcelona, but that's not the main thing. I see the rivalry of people from Madrid and Barcelona, and I am not from none of them, but I lived in Madrid and I felt this rivalry, and I was hated not even being from Madrid because I come from Madrid, but I'm not from Madrid. So, all these questions, and then the most important one, Manuel, ¿qué? That's why I was laughing, because Manuel from Barcelona, but he was not from Barcelona. And it was so fucking funny, Fawlty Towers, and then I came to Monty Python and Life of Brian, and then I was talking about the other side, the not obvious side, all the time. I was practicing Tai Fu Kuok all the time. So after Life of Brian, they keep commenting the typical obvious things that they are not far beyond awareness. Let's talk like that. So I was and then I said, well, my name is Jesus. Then I said, Jesus. Oh, really? Oh. And Life of Brian is explaining that, and I don't believe in Jesus Christ. And then she said, he's Catholic, and I saw the cross. And probably at the same time I was saying that I don't believe in Jesus Christ. And I said everything just in a very descriptive way, with no hate, with nothing. Well, they want to talk with me, and I'm telling them how I feel. I'm not gonna say anything in favor of what you're saying if I can see the duality of that. So the guy was questioning all the time his own religion. And when everything that I was saying, they say, yeah, you are right. And the religion is cruel, so why are you Catholic? He was saying the religion is cruel. Why are you Catholic? Because of the beautiful thing, so you just care about the coin with the two sides. You have never transcended religion, so you are living in that limited world that I've been commenting in all my videos. And then I told them about many different situations in my life, like the guy who said, oh, Jesus, because I was projecting this cool, kind energy, and people saw it with long hair and that, all in white, and then all of a sudden one guy 2 meters tall, he wanted to hurt me, right? And I was dancing and doing judo with him. That's Tai Fukuok, that's beyond martial arts. Because the least important thing about martial arts is combat training. And then they understood that, like the philosophy, because their granddaughter is into Taekwondo, but then she said, oh yes, this philosophy and meditation and this and that, but then she was evaluating so much in how many angles and so all the physical aspect. So time after time after time, I was on the other side, on the other side, on the other side. So when I saw that it was windy, I said, okay, perfect. And then I went to ride my waves. And I said, I have to move from there. I just spoke enough for them to see that I have nothing to do with them, because I was describing myself in the 90s, in the 2000s, and now. So you love speaking with me because it can sound interesting, but you are telling me the same things time after time, the same, exactly same things, seeing that you are not getting any of my message. It's like you are reading 100 Years of Solitude and you don't relate Macondo with your universe. Or Alice in Wonderland and you don't feel like Alice, or like the rabbit, or the Mad Hatter, or the caterpillar, and even the Queen of Hearts. And that's why you don't like them. Because you felt that. But in a natural way of balance, of it's like wisdom and balance is something similar. It's something very similar, because wisdom without balance is not wisdom. It's just a lot of knowledge in one side. But if there is no balance, you're not going deeper in the other side. And that's what people don't see in the art. And I was talking about art, and then I said martial arts, but martial arts, the combat, well, destroyed my legs. Probably I had operations in my knees produced by damage during Taekwondo, but it was not from only exclusively from there. I was jumping 5 meters to the ground and things like that. So nothing good is gonna be expected in my bones when I got older, right? So I'm suffering since I'm 17, 18 years old. But I feel exactly the same thing, the same way. I feel the same way and the same pain. At the beginning, I thought it was very painful. And now it's still painful, as very painful as it was. But you learn to live without it, probably as long as you never took painkillers, or most of the times you never take painkillers, only for some big pain, but not chronic. And then a new world starts. So I moved and I felt free again, being very polite, because I was picking up the things while answering them the same things, because it was like speaking about the same things. It doesn't matter what we talk about. And I said, this is also like religion, the martial arts, and football is also like religion, and this, everything is like religion. And of course, if there is nothing to talk with me, so probably I'm not in the right moment, in the right time for me with them there. Maybe if I wanted to have sex, maybe I would have stayed longer, for instance, because there was something there, of course. That's why they came there. And they wanted to invite me for a drink and all these things, and I was being polite and they were being polite. But then I decided to leave, and because I don't have to be forced to have sex if I don't want to. So these kind of situations, I have them many times in my life, in all different aspects and all different situations. Some of them could be related with sex, and some of them with fights in the same way, with some strange no reason and things like that. So that's everybody's life in all kinds of situations. But for minds, for some other people are crazy, but for me their situations are crazy.